Now in this video what we are going to do, we are going to run all our services and then we are going to see if we are successfully able to insert into MongoDB or not. So basically what we are going to do, we are going to run our GPS simulator, we are going to run our dash, we are going to run our DPU. These three services we are going to run, and then we will see if it is being put into Kafka and then being read from consumed from the Kafka and then pushed to MongoDB database or not, right? So let's see these things in action together. So this is my DPU. Let me wait, actually let me open other services. One is GPS tracking, which would be in new window, and then one more is open recent, which is dash. This also we are going to run in new window, right? So different services on different ports which would be running. So let me start the debugger. I will run everything in debug mode, so that we can see if one application is communicating successfully with another another microservice or not, right? So here we have our three services. DPU is here, GPS tracking. This is the one which will send the packets, right? This service will send the packets, and then there is dash which will which will get the packets, those packets as payload, right? Yeah, so here first of all our GPS simulator is running, and we have our debugger here. What we need to see is our packet cannot be visualized. There you can see 8081, this is not able to connect with our GPS injects. This why? Because this GPS consumer is still running, right? Okay, now let me release the packets from here. Let me disable the debugger. Yeah, so here it is getting connection diffuse. No, now you can see it sent the batch of 100, right? And it is waiting. Batch sent 1000, and it is sending the batch 1000, and it should run it should be here, right? Dash application is not running. Let me run this dash in debug mode, and then our these connection refused error should go away, and also the breakpoint should reach there. Why? Because from this service what we are doing, we are calling actually our ingest API, which is there. So cool guys, here you can see our payload is successfully coming on our dash. So right now GPS tracking microservice is communicating successfully with GPS ingest controller, right? So here we can see the payload, and let me go ahead. Device ID, it got the device ID. Now it is going to publish it to the Kafka. Here you can see server payload, device ID, and then Kafka. Right now what is happening, Kafka I have intentionally not run. Here Kafka is there, but I have closed them, right? There is timeout, server is not up and running. Cool. So we will see the error, what error first we are going to get. After that we will resume. So let's see the error in the console. There should be some 9092 related error, right? Yeah, here you can see it is not able to connect, disconnected. Cool. That's not big deal. Now let's run our server so that we can see if our Kafka server is successfully running or not. Here is our zookeeper, which is, let me run the zookeeper first. After that, we need to have a server, Kafka server with this command, Kafka server start, and after that, once server is started, what we can do, we can see our topic. This is our topic, right? GPS row, this is the topic. Here only the data would come. So we can see here if data is coming to this topic or not. Now here you can see it is again Kafka is listening from here, right? So it's a great thing. Actually, let me go to this one. Here we want to see if we are able to save it to MongoDB or not. Saving record. It is not saved, I think, till now. Okay, we have topic this one. We are getting some data or not. Let me see. Console producer. I don't want to produce any. I want to see the data here, right? If we have a data or not in this topic. Here you can see 9948 messages. We will see if it is increased or not. Oh my god, a lot of messages. You can see in the Kafka it has successfully sent, right? Let me close it. Here you can see 29,000. Last time it was 9,000, now it is 29,000. So continuously it is sending the data, right? But what we fail to see if it is going to MongoDB or not. So let's see our enrichment service. There is some error, I think. There's we are going to get some error in the enrichment service. Let's go. Now this device ID should not be there, right? Cool. Why it is not there? Because we don't have any device ID with value dev 000001. We have 1 2 3 4 5 something like that, right? In the Postgres, if you remember. Let me show you that also. Here you can see it is 2 zeros, not 3 zeros, right? It is 300, dev 30 and then 1. And here we have saved as 10, right? So let me update my GPS. I don't want to update my I don't want to update my database. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna update this device, right, in the GPS packet. Where is GPS tracking scheduler? Yeah, here what I can do, get devices, what it is doing, dev %4. Instead of 4, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do dev %3. Let me restart the server. Now what it is going to give us, it will be giving us only 2 zeros instead of 3 zeros. This is the size. 3D means basically it is the size of the string. 3 zeros instead of 3, it would be 3 minus 1, right? 2, something like that should be there. Okay, other things are already running. Let me see if we got our GPS tracking. Okay, let me load. Now let's see if we have device to be 007 or 00. Okay, a lot of, let me remove everything. Yeah, okay, cool. Now what is the device coming? 00019. Awesome. You can see here instead of 000 we are getting 00, right? And it should match in our database. Here is our database 001, 002, something like that. Cool. This 009 is not there, so it won't be doing anything there. Let's now go here. Now we should not get that error. Device ID is going to be null here, I think. Yeah, because we don't have that device ID, right? No, what is happening? Let me think. We are not getting device 0020, device 00202020220. Every time we are going to get the device ID to be 200, which is not good actually. What is happening? Let me stop this. Where is this batch actually? Consumer record in retrieve not consumed. What error we are getting? Device enrichment service line number 13. Yeah, it is failing because we don't have any device ID, right? So that is good. That's not a big problem. 3 exception, right? Find by device ID raw.get device ID. Let's see this again. Let me go. Let me check. What we have raw.get device ID. So raw.get device ID is dev0189. Cool. So this we are going to evaluate. And it should be nothing but 0189, which is great. Right, raw device 0189, find device ID, and then if we find it, otherwise throw exception. That's why it is throwing exception, because it is not there in the database table. Cool. Yeah, so let me stop this consumer, otherwise it will be creating a lot of what, not this DPU, this one, because it will start creating a lot of packets. So basically what we saw, everything is sync. Our DPU packet consumers, this is also working fine, right? So this is working as expected, there's nothing wrong. So cool, it's actually awesome. Our all services are kind of connected, right? There's no packet coming right now because I have closed GPS tracking, so there won't be any new entry in the Kafka. But yeah, this debug I have, hold on, that's why it is still in the debug mode. We have the debug. Let me skip this also. Now there won't be any message, something like that, right? Which, okay, it is reaching from the Kafka topic. Actually, it is picking all the messages. So I need to stop this also, DP application, and fix the problem, right? I want only one device. Let me hardcode the device. GPS device manager. Now we are getting the base, left and long, which is not bad. And this dev00, this format is good, but properties dot get device count. Let's see what count I have given for device count in the application.yml file. Device count is 1000, so let me give it to be 500. Cool. For now we have only 5 devices, and they will send at an interval of 10 seconds, that is 10,000 milliseconds. Cool. Now let's see. This time our goal is to see if the data is there in the MongoDB or not, right? We need to check this. Let me close MongoDB again and open this MongoDB compass. So in MongoDB, what should happen? There should be a telemetry collection, right? A collection with the telemetry name should be there, because in the DPU, what we have done, we have created a, here you can see collection with telemetry name, and inside that there would be a lot of documents, right, with different fields. So I'm waiting for that this time. Now let's run again. GPS tracking 10,000, 5 packets only, right? So 5 devices we have in the DB, which 5 devices only, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And these devices will send the data. So let's run it again in debug mode. Then it is going on the Kafka, which is already running. There's no big deal. Let me delete these things now. Whenever this server will be up and running and start sending the packet to the Kafka produces service will produce it, right? Yeah, here you can see now we have device 001 which is sending some values, right? Here you can see all the values. It is cool. After every 10 seconds it is going to publish it. Now it published into Kafka with device 001. So we can see it into our Kafka topic. Here you can see, let me open it once again. I don't know, it is going to start from the beginning, but I should have picked it from the latest actually. The last from, this would be something like last, right? This I don't want, this I don't want. I want the last message, right? How to check, how to get only last 10 messages in Kafka consumer. What we need to do, I don't want to do Kafka command, do not have direct last and flag. The standard Kafka console consumer.sh does not have a direct last and flag that works all partitions automatically. You must target a specific partition and calculate the offset manually. Oh my goodness, this is not good. Then we need to suppose I went the topic, then partition, then offset -10. Oh my goodness. Due to long compaction or aborted transactions, subtracted 10 from the max offset, return fewer than 10 messages. If offsets are empty, my offset is not empty. Sadly to say, my offset is not empty. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, let me create a new topic actually, because there we have 62,000 of messages in this topic, right? And if it is going to be written in the MongoDB, it would be a lot, I think. A lot of messages would be there because of this. I don't know. Okay, now let me, first of all, let's focus here. It is going right, and in the DPU Let me do one more thing in the DPU. Let me run this. I want to go for MongoDB this service, right? If it is going to save in the MongoDB or not. This I am concerned more about. If it is successfully able to save in the MongoDB, then later that would be better for us. Okay, I think it is starting. It is connected to the Postgres. That is good. Yeah, application is started. Now you can see it is going to consume from the database. What is this? Wait, let's see. This is okay. Let me GPS tracking. Let me close it because it will continuously start sending the packets. So now I don't want the packets. I just want to see what devices we are getting. Topic. It is sending to the DB to the Kafka, right? It is sending to Kafka. And this is our GPS packet consumer, which is inside DPU. Here we have our okay, this is not there, so a lot of errors gonna be there, right? No value present under this. Yeah. A lot of values are going to be there because these devices are still, it is reading from the beginning. That's why we are getting this issues. Now I think I need to create a new topic. Let me create a new topic, GPS topic, right? What I am going to do with this GPS topic and the resources. Do we have anything here? We have request group ID, which is great. Cool. Let me close this one. So now I want to consume from this topic, GPS topic, and I also want to push the data here into this topic only. So what is the GPS raw? GPS raw is the Kafka topic here. GPS raw is this type. So this is going to be GPS topic. Now GPS topic. Now what we are going to do? We are going to create a new topic because there was a lot of device IDs which were not supposed to be there because we have only 5 devices and there were a lot of device IDs, right, other than 5. So I want only 5 devices to generate the data. Cool. So now in this topic the data would be published and the data would be consumed from the GPS topic. Let's see this application where it is sending the service, sender service, where it is just sending, right? There's nothing much science. Yeah, so let's run it. After this, let's run this test application. It is already running, no need of that. No, let me run it because this time we are going to run for a different Kafka topic. So dash need to be restarted, and this is also need to be restarted because this time we have some configuration changes. Yeah. So this sender service, what we're gonna do, it is going to send some values, right? So I'm just holding it. I would basically not release here. After every 10 seconds there would be some values, right? So let's see the device ID. It is till here, it is not showing the device ID. It's okay. We have 5 device count, ingest, lat longs and intervals, right? Okay, so it is going to send the 5 batches. So connection is refused. It 081 because it was so. This is, I think, not running. Yeah, it is running. There should not be any problem now. Okay, let me send it. Okay, 5 batches sent here. They came here. This time we are going to see the device ID, which is dev001. It should not exceed like that, right? Now let me also, let's see GPS topic. Instead of this GPS raw topic name, we are going to do GPS topic. Now we are going to read from beginning. Cool. Our consumer is listening here. Once we publish this data into the Kafka topic, the consumer would automatically pick from there. Right, now it is going to send the device ID 001. Cool. Let's see here if our consumer picked it or not. It is not generated till now. Okay, now it has sent. Let's see if it is there. One packet. Awesome. Cool. Here you can see we have one packet on. Cool. Yeah, so ingest is getting the data. Now we are here in the Mongo service. Let me enable the debugger. GPS simulator. I want to close this because we would be having a lot of packets, right? So I'm just closing this. Now our dash and DPU both are right now working. Cool. This time device 002 is sending the lat long. Cool. Not a big deal. It is sending, publishing into Kafka topic. Right, successfully published. There should be data inside the topic. Second entry. Okay, it will come just after it. Yeah, now cool. Now consumer is starting to consume it, and also there should be an entry here. Yeah, so here you can see we have device 2 which is sending the lat long details, right? What is happening here? Yeah. So Kafka is working very much fine. Topics, packets, everything are good. Now what we are going to do, we are going to pass it. So basically we pass the raw packet. There's nothing. We're gonna enrich this, right? Let's enrich this. So now this time there shouldn't be any error because this device ID 002 is already there in the database and it is assigned to Priya Verma with this vehicle number, right? So let's see if we got Priya Verma or not. Cool. This time we didn't get error because we got our device details like dev002, vehicle ID 2 installed at this, right? Now let's get the vehicle detail. It is going to hit into DB. For each packet it is going to hit into DB, which is not a good design. We must use some Redis cache thing, something we need to do to improve and it should not hit the data every time. Something like that we can do, but for now we are hitting the database every time. Cool. So we got the vehicle number and this one, and user ID we got 2, right? So who is the user owner with user ID 2? You can see here user ID 2 is Priya Verma. Actually here you won't be able to see. You can see into the user table. There would be ID would be 2. And now let's see. We got Priya, right? User is 2. Let me show you user also. Here you can see select star from users, star from users. This will give you the user details. So here you can see the user ID 2 is Priya. Email is this, number is this, creator is this, right? Good. So everything is working smooth. Now here our enrichment part starts. We are getting the values and setting it, nothing more, nothing more. We are just get ID, set ID, get owner, set owner, this kind of things. These things are going. Nothing more into this one. Okay, after this enrichment, basically we are gonna see a value into MongoDB. It will save in MongoDB, so it should save. If something fails, then that is the problem. Let me see if we have successfully saved or not. Can't see any logs because I don't have any logs. It's okay, it's okay. Let me skip this breakpoints. I'm just waiting vehicle number. Okay, in this packet saving to Mongo. We got this one. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see now Mongo. It is saying that we are saving it to Mongo. Where is our Mongo? Where is our Mongo? Let's see MongoDB compass. Here it is. Localhost DB connection. Let's connect with MongoDB. Local admin config test. Here in the test DB, you can see we have successfully created our telemetry doc collection, and inside that you can see we have different GPS locations, lat long for different devices. Device 1 send this, device 2, right? So 3 entries we have here. Cool guys, so it was very successful for us. Like we were able to successfully insert the document into MongoDB, right? Awesome, awesome. In the next video we are going to do some more stuff related to MongoDB. Successfully we have done this. Now our goal is to track the vehicle location, right? This is the project, like track a vehicle. So now we are going to track this vehicle in the next video. Cool guys, see you there.